Come on in, fam. Just dealing with some technical problems. Y'all know how we have technical difficulties at times. Come on in, fam. We're invited to another truth session. Hey, Stephanie. You're in the Mosque Live. You're in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing with the right people. It ain't no doubt about it. I'm your host with the most, the one, the apostle, the prophet, at the helm. Why you all into another session? So come on in, take a seat, and enjoy this. Remember, this is the place that you come that you would not be derided, ostracized, cast aside, dehumanized, nor demonized. But your thoughts will be taken into consideration. Yes, here's the new session. This is the place where you come and you get the opportunity to think. Yes, we're just taking an opportunity to share. So when you come into the room, before you take my rep, please hit that share button. Once you hit that share button, let us know what you're feeling from. All right? So we can share one with the other. Please, if you have a business, put your business on the timeline. Okay? We're just taking an opportunity to share one with the other. Okay? Come on, come on, come on. Hey, Shahara, thanks. Greetings, greetings. Israel. Y'all not ready to turn it up? Let's go ahead and set our frequency and we can move into this. Greetings to, of course, our Facebook fam and also to our YouTube fam. Greetings. We're broadcasting also to YouTube for those of you that don't know, to my YouTube page. The YouTube page is the one exclamation point. I'll put that out there for you, and I'm sure the head of the Moskwas will put it out there as well. That's YouTube. So if we go down, of course, here on Facebook, you all know you can move to YouTube. Okay. All right. So I have a hey Polka, hey Tanika. I have an awesome word for you all today. We're going to talk about what do we do here in the True Session, and I promise you it's going to be powerful. So just give me right around 50 to 60 minutes. That's all I'm asking of your time on Saturday. And I know it's been a really hustle and bustle week. Uh, of course, with that Thursday being a pagan holiday, and of course Friday, and then now it's Saturday. So we thank you for your time. We are not remiss to have grateful gratitude for your Saturdays. So come on in. We're going to set the frequency, and then we're going to talk this thing out. We're going to have dialogue and not monologue. You all know here in the truth session, of course, we use the talkback system. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We talk back. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Y'all ready to set this frequency? Let's do it. We call the truth session to order. We call the universe to order. Him and Abba, Yah and Wah, the mighty ones, the seers, the hearers, the feelers, the readers, the coaches, the counselors, to order, the guru, the swami, the shaman, we call all to order. This is a place of freedom. This is a place where you breathe. Breath is the quintessential element to life. Let's breathe. When we inhale, now exhale. Let it relax. It's okay. Release the anxiety. Release every fault that's not your fault. Now prepare to gather in your thoughts so that you can think. It's all about thinking. Greetings, Ubuntu, Abawagani, Amani Kaka, Amani Dada, Inote, Ola, Ujur, Konnichiwa, Assalamu alaikum, Assalamu alaikum. Greetings, fam. Come on into another true session. And let's give the master teacher, y'all know how we do it. Let's give him a black hand. We give him that black hand and then let's give him a hand. Oh, he had an awesome session and that thing is blowing up out there, family. Awesome session. So, what I want to demonstrate with, because we're getting ready here to go into another season here sometime soon. Of course, we know that we're in the season where everything is going to rest. The weather, the cosmos, the forest, the grass, and everything is going to rest. And so we know that after that, we'll be starting a new season, right? So there is a question. Okay, well, you guys said you all are the truth session. What are you guys doing in the truth session? Well, in the truth session, one of the things that we pride ourselves on, my staff and I, and one of the head teachers here, the master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shape shifter, the code breaker, is that we bring you facts to cause you to think. If there were those of you that were in Wind Down Wednesday with us this Wednesday, you got an opportunity to hear number one KB, Coach Kimberly Purdue, and she said something very powerful and prolific. She said that when you come into the truth session with the apostle and the master teacher, they're not trying to get you to think like them, they're just trying to get you to think. When you are able to think, it creates freedom for you. It creates freedom. And I think we haven't focused enough on freedom, but freedom is going to come as a result of you having the ability to think for yourself and no one else is thinking for you. Okay, that's very powerful. And that's a lost art today, the ability to think. So now, hey, Osun, hey, Queen, if you're here today, you're in a truth session. If you're with us and you're still in the room with us, I want you to put a one out there. Get that timeline with a one. I got a thing I hit y'all. Bang. I got you. Put a one on the timeline. New growth. Come on in. Gratitude. Glad to have you here. If you're in the room, go ahead and put that one out there. Let us know you're here. Let us know you tuned in. There we go. Come on, hit the one. I think one of the most powerful words going to be this season is going to be temperance. Stick with me. We're going to go into something, and because I want to bring you freedom in your, somebody say it with me, mind. Freedom in your mind. All right? This is simplistic but complex. Okay? Because when you get to freedom, right, that's a compound word, right? We got what we have in there. What? Say it again. Free. We have free, and then there's a suffix on there, right? Dominion. Freedom gives you dominion. Are you listening to me? Freedom gives you dominion. Dominion is going to coincide with this word right here. It's going to coincide with this word right here, temperance. How many times have we ever heard that word temperance, or it's been brought into our ear gates and we've heard it? Temperance. What does temperance bring us? Self what? Temperance brings us self control. And let me spell self another way for you, because I know you guys have seen us spelling this like this. Self. Because it's what? Sales. Sales. Sales make us up, right? And sales are filled full of what? Filled full of power. Power and information and energy is again, but it's power too, right? Okay, so now all of that goes into what? Dominion. Dominion gives you what? Power. And what? Control. Say it again. Control. Temperance. Temperance is going to be something that you need in this season to be able to do what it is that you're actually going to do. You're going to need self control so that you can have free dominion. So that you can have what? Self control so that you can have free dominion. Right? Y'all with me? Y'all with me, family? Yeah. Now, here's one of the things that we've had to deal with, because when you look at Master Teacher, now both of us, we are ordained apostles, right? So when you look at us being ordained apostles, the first thing you're going to think about is what? You're going to think about church, right? So, but we know that church is a made up word. For those of you that don't know it, look it up, please, and find it out for yourself. Remember, this is the place where you're going to come and think. You If you look the word church up, you're going to find out that the Catholic Church made it up. This is for educational purposes only. YouTube, Facebook, IG, and all social platforms. It's a made-up word, but the word actually, they actually tried to fit it into another Greek word called ecclesia. Ecclesia does not mean a church. Ecclesia means to be called out to a place and to assemble yourselves together. However, not all in the same place. Ecclesia. Okay, now let me get to this and let me explain this to you so you all can understand the journey that we're taking here in the truth session. Our purpose is not to proselytize. Our purpose is this is not a religious forum. However, we may deal with religion because we're dealing with what? Truth. Okay? Now, those of you, there's a few of you guys on this timeline that know already you're either in the church or you came out of the church or you came through the church, whichever. This is very pertinent information so that you can continue to take your journey. And let me share with you that it's not the journey itself. I know it sounds a little weird, but it's not the journey. I promise you it isn't. Guess what? It's how you take your journey. Yes, it's how you take your journey. Okay. So now, what we determined and collaborated on in the truth session was that we were going to take our journey not in a religious way, but in a truthful way, where we discover truths and we reveal them to you all so that you can think. See what you think about it, right? To see if it's either fact or fiction. You'll get to know for yourself. You're in the truth session. This is what we do, right? So now I put the word church up there, right? Let's just deal with some church stuff real quick, okay? Whom is commonly referred to as Jesus, right? In the book of Marcus, which is called Mark, he was having a conversation. And he was telling the disciplined ones, he said, listen, go ye out into all the world and preach the gospel. He said, go ye out into all the world or into the cosmos in the Greek. Says go out into the cosmos. And interesting enough, ladies, the word cosmos is where you get your term called cosmetics. Cosmetics, in this sense, meaning the beauty of things, the splendor of things. So, in other words, what he was saying is go out into the beauty, go out into the splendor and communicate. He didn't say go into a building. He didn't say every Sunday I need you to gather in a building and then there I'm going to meet you. That ain't what he said. Right? So, the master teacher and I and other of our constituents determined that we were going to go out into all the world and speak the truth. What is the truth? The truth is the Greek word, and we've had this word in the truth session. It's the word aletheia, which actually means facts. So those of you that are still in the church and those of you that don't attend, the word still is relevant because the word aletheia actually means, again, facts. So when the particular text in the sacred text says, you shall know the truth and the truth shall make you free, right? Truth there again is the Greek word aletheia, which actually means facts. We know what facts are, don't we? Right? If you have a working knowledge of what facts mean, put number 2 on the timeline. I'll beat you guys this time. Watch this. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Y'all might get me. Oh, shoot. Y'all got me? Somebody might get me. Come on. Come on, Facebook. Why you doing me like this? Facebook doing it, y'all. Uh-oh, y'all got me. Did somebody get me yet? Oh, yeah, y'all got me, man. What's up, Hank? Seen you in a while, man. What's going on? Greetings, greetings. So we get to what? Facts. So if you read that correctly, it says, if you know the facts, then the facts shall make you free. Say it again. Free. Shall make you that word is again, isn't it? Yeah. Free. What do we want? We want free freedom. We want freedom. We want free what? Dominion. We want free dominion. We want to be able to have what? Come on, fam. Have what? Have control. That's what real freedom is. Real freedom is control. Have control of your situation. To have control of your environment. To have control of yourself. Right? To have control of your interactions. To have free movement. That's what happens when you get facts. That's what facts do for your what? For your mind. It frees your mind up to what? Think. Say it again. Think. It frees your mind up to think. You will be surprised that people have lost the ability to think and that they're waiting for someone to give them a thought to think. This is a fact. This is truth, family. We've lost our way. So now, back to conversation. Master Teacher and I and our constituents, we decided to figure out how to take the journey and not the journey. Because if you're trying to take the journey, then you're going to get caught up in indoctrination. You're going to be indoctrinated. You're not going to get fact. You're going to get someone's opinion based upon their subjectivity. Because when you get to religion, you must understand religion is not objective. Religion is subjective. You have to know the difference. Hey, Queen Kizzy, you have to know the difference. Religion is not objective. Religion is what? Subjective. Meaning it is based upon whose experience? It is based upon your own experience. There are no two persons that are supposed to be having the same experience. And if so, then that means that you are under someone else's control. Or spell. Yeah. A good what? A good spell. Where does a good spell come from? The gospel. If you break the word gospel down, it don't mean God spell. It actually means good spell. That means that when you are caught up in religion, and please note again, this is for educational purposes only. This is not to deride anyone or try to destroy anyone's belief or faith. Okay, just giving you some food for thought. Right? So when you look at the word gospel, it actually means good spell. Because what you're actually doing is, and we talked about this, right? Because in dominion is what? Inner. What? Energy. Right. Energy or what? Power. Right. You have the power and the ability to persuade or manipulate. Now, I said persuade and manipulate because that's a duality there. Because persuasion means that you are putting a person in a position to maintain control of their own thoughts. Manipulation is when you are seeking to deceive them into believing what you want them to think. Okay? So there's a difference. So it depends upon which power that you're going to use. You're going to use the power of persuasion or the power of what? Manipulation. Okay? Now I'm talking about this because I want to get into duality here in just a second. I just need about 50 to 60 minutes of your time. And I can give you some good information. Okay? All right. Stick with me. King Blackie in the house, 217. Let us know where you're hailing from when you come in the house, y'all. Listen, I'm your host with the most. I'm the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. All right? We're talking about today what we do in the truth session. Okay? So now, what we really want to get to is to be able to do what? T-H-I-N-K what? To think. And what do facts do? Facts gives you information to do what? Say it again. To think, right? Okay. Now, so we got the good spell. We got to good spell. We're talking about the little church, right? And you know, people run when you start talking about blaspheming. God is going to get angry with you and be mad at you for saying different types of things. The only thing that can make you free is what? Say it again. Truth. All right. Listen, y'all. Put that on the timeline. Put the word truth on the timeline. The only thing that's going to make you free, say with me again, what? Truth. Now, you have to understand that the truth doesn't only reside in a four-square building, four-sided building. The truth, they don't hold the monopoly on the truth. The truth is what? Everywhere. Everywhere. The truth is everywhere. And if you know that the truth is everywhere, then you know what's going to make you free is what? Say it again. Truth. Truth. Truth is the only thing that's going to make you free. We can talk about anything else. We can talk about man-made doctrines, man-made commandments, whatever men want to talk about. But if it's not what, then it isn't true. It isn't truth. So, if you know the truth, then the truth shall make you free. But if you know facts, then facts shall do what? Make you what? Free. Because the Greek word aletheia means what? Facts. Right? Remember I told you all. The word truth in the Greek is aletheia, which actually means what? So, if you know facts, then facts shall make you free and give you what? Dominion. Now, if you subscribe to the separate text, if you look in the beginning, it says, I give you dominion, right? Over all of the fish in the sea, the fowl of the air, the cattle upon the land. Gives you what? Dominion. Because you're what? Because you're free and you have control. And you need with that control what? Self-control. Which we call what? Starts with a T. What? Temperance. These are some very powerful words, family. Simple but yet powerful, and they'll open up doors in you. So what do we want? We want what? Freedom. Free. Yes, that's right, Kizzy. Truth equals freedom. Even God says you have free will. Yes, indeed. Let's talk about here's the truth session. Y'all know what we do? What we talk about this demonstration. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, thank you, Shahara. Bereshith, you call it Genesis. Yes. Bereshith, 1 and 1. Look at that. 1 and 1, right? 1 and 1, that's 11, which represents the realm of what? Say it again. Balance. Balance, doesn't it? Yes. And balance brings us to what? Self. Oh, come on, somebody. See how all that come together? Yeah. Brings us to self-control. Thank you, Shahar. And hopefully I'm enunciating that correctly. If not, please go into my head and not my heart. Okay? All right. I'm almost about finished here, but I want to get us to something so we can begin to understand self and gain temperance. And gain temperance. So notice what we're doing in a real subtle way. It's a real subtle way that we're just giving you some truth. And with that truth, it can cause you to think and research yourself, go within yourself, right? Do some introspection, right? Do some introspection, right? On self. Okay? But we're doing it in a real subtle way. We're not doing it in a way where we're saying, you're going to go to hell. You're of the devil and you do the devil's work. Y'all ever notice how people will condemn us because they think that we're not doing something in a way that they should do it, and they think that we should all have the same behavior, Master Teacher? Yes. That we should all be having the same experience. That is impossible. That's not even a possibility, family. Right. Because again, we're all individuals. And again, religion is subject to what? Yes, your own. Say it again, Master Teacher. Your own thoughts. It's subjective. But to be objective means that you're going to deal with the facts, and understanding what the facts are, then will determine what your behavior will be. Right? So, which means that my behavior isn't going to be the same as your behavior. What I'm experiencing, you may not be experiencing that. So we've confused ourselves. Did y'all hear what I said? I said, confused ourselves, right? Yeah. Compound word. Compound word. Contact. And the root word is fused. Right? Okay. So let's do this. Let's use word reversal. If we use word reversal, that means that fused contact. Right? Now we know fuse means to do what, Master Teacher? Yes, it means to join or connect the thing to something, right? To fuse it together. So, yes. So whatever you come in contact with, you become what? One with it. You become fused to it, which hence means that when you join yourself with someone that is manipulating you, you become what? Confused. Oh, come on, talk to me. Yeah. You become confused. But if you connect with someone that is being objective and giving you facts, you will do what? You will be say it again. Enlightened. You will be enlightened. You will be empowered. You will be informed. See the difference? I'm showing you the difference. And some of you, you know this already, but there's nothing wrong with us what rehearsing it again. To be repetitive allows us to download and alleviate certain things that should be obsolete. Right. Okay? So it's very important to understand that, all right? Now, okay. So we know when somebody's running game on us because we get what? Confused. But when we know someone is speaking facts, we become enlightened. The light comes on. Okay? So you know the difference. Confusion, you're going to still be in the dark. And I don't mean dark like dark outside. I mean like being in ignorance. Okay? Because there's a concerted effort to keep us all in the dark by keeping us what? Uninformed. Keeping us what? Ignorant. Keeping us what? Confused. Okay? Keeping us fused to things that cannot enlighten us. Okay? Am I making sense? Okay, there we go. Thank you. Thank you, Osun. I see that. The bell says inspired. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Shahab. Yes. Yes. Kizzy says self-control and self-awareness. Yes. 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 Now let's look at this. Let me take you somewhere else with this because we're talking about something that's very powerful, and I want to get to us and get back to temperance real quick, and I get us out of here. All right. Now, if you subscribe to the sacred text in any kind of way, or if you are a biblical student or whatever, you know that in Isaiah 45 and 7, Isaiah 45 and 7, or in the Hebrew, it would be Yeshaya 45 and verse 7. Listen to what it says. I need you to hear this because it's important. Remember, again, we're not trying to proselytize you. We're trying to get us to what? Truth, to understand certain stages of development in us. Okay, watch this. It says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create what? Evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Now, I'm going to read this again in your hearing because it's important. Okay? Ma'at. Yes. Ma'at. That's very powerful. You almost got me in the tributary, Shahara. I can't go in there right now. Um, but listen to this. Catch this. Listen. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Now, that's a declarative statement when it says, I do these things. That's declarative, isn't it? That's a declarative statement. That means that I am the only one of my kind that is doing this. Yes, exclamation point. Yes, in some aspect, I tell you, yes. Yes. You can differentiate in that too. While yes, then while simultaneously being apart from each other. Yes. Okay. Now, so that's a declarative statement. So here the Lord or God or the Most High or the Almighty is saying that I did what? I created darkness. The devil didn't create darkness. He said, I make peace. Then he goes on to say, I create what? Evil, right? He said he made peace, and then he said he turned around, then he created evil. Wait a minute, what you just say? Did anybody hear that? Anybody catch that? So where does evil come from? According to what we just heard. Where does evil come from? Talk to me. Nobody. Yes. Anybody catch that? Let me say this again, because see, we get quiet when we start talking about the Most High, because you can't, identify and blame the Most High for nothing, because the Most High is only intrinsically good. How can you only be good if you just told me you created evil? Oh, wait a minute. All right, y'all, don't run now. Don't run now. Y'all stay in here to catch this. Kizzy says the creator of all things, good and bad. Thank you, Kizzy. Good and bad. Because remember, we talked about something. We talked about water, didn't we? In one of the sessions, for those of you that weren't here, which statement you want? 217. Look under Shahara. She puts Isaiah 45 and 10 out there for you. And then also I gave you Isaiah 45 and 7. All right. Okay. And master teacher, look under when the teacher will appear. Okay, now remember we talked about water. This is very important. Stick with me. Okay. We talked about water. We talked about hot and cold water, didn't we? Yeah. Okay. And we asked the question. We said, is hot water and cold water the same? And we had mixed answers out there. Most people said no, right? But then they found out that, oh yeah, hot water and cold water is the same. Because if you take a pot of water from the faucet that's cold, put it on the stove and boil it, it becomes what? Hot. Right. But wasn't that hot water the what? Cold water. The cold water, they're the same, ain't it? Right. So then, good and evil is what? They the same. Oh, I know. Well, wait a minute. Still possibly. That's why they don't even want you in the church. Look at you. That's confusion. No, it ain't. I'm enlightening you to show you the same with hot water and cold water. That's the same thing with good and evil. Now, so let's get back to this word. Temperance, right? Is what? Self control. Why do we need temperance? We need temperance because we're both what? Good and evil. See, so when you hear people saying it was the devil that made me do, no, the devil that made you do nothing. No, that's your lower self. That's that side of you that comes from what the Creator created. Called what? Evil. That's you. That's me. It's there. So we need what? Temperance. We need to know how to control ourselves. No one and nothing can control you but you. I promise to you that there is no spirit that's going to come in you and control you. Oh, I know y'all saying, well, how do the devil get in there and make people do what they do? No, 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 no. What happens is a spirit will influence you because you have no temperance. You notice I said the word what? And will do what? Influence you because you like temperance. See, I'm making this easy for you so you won't get into all of this. The devil get out of me. The devil chasing me and a Bigfoot Lucifer and Y'all don't understand. Come on, man. Come on, yeah. Come on, man. Just come on. All I need is some self control. All I need is a little space and time where I can go and meditate and see myself. To have self introspection and self actualization. That's when you're getting to the truth. That's when you're getting to facts. Oh, y'all hear me? As Chase Negro says, cold blue, hot red, just like in movies, bad guys always in red. Yes, good point. Excellent point. Yes, Lavelle, the same. Kissy says, that part only thing you can control is you and how you react to what's going on around you. Yes, but see, the thing, Kissy, is what's happening is we're not having these conversations because if you go in the church, they're gonna beat you up. They're gonna tell you you're a sinner when they really don't even understand what sin really is. Sin. What sin really is. What is sin? What is it? That's what sin is. If you want to use that word, sin is bondage. What is bondage? Bondage is that which is absent of what? Say it again. Oh, interesting, isn't it? So that means that if you have no freedom, that means you have no do. Say it again, no. Say it again, no dominion. That's what that is. It's bondage because you have no dominion. You have no power. You have no energy. You have no control. And a number of other things because dominion is powerful. You need to look that up. Okay? Are you hearing me? So that's when you get into that. That's when you get into sin. Sin is bondage. Sin is an act that you commit because you did an act. Hamarteo, which means to miss the mark. Yes. Sharing the prize. Yes, hamarteo, correct. Hamarteo actually is the Greek word that really means to miss the mark and don't share in the prize. Yes, it just simply means to miss the mark. The word sin in Greek. Are y'all listening to me? Because it's very important to understand this because in this season, you can't afford to carry the weight that has been put on you by misinformation and disinformation. Come on. Come on. This is the season for you to walk in the freedom of who you've been created to be. And you've been created to be both good and not so good, or good and evil, or good and bad. You've been created. Not only have you been created, but as Kizzy stated, you've been given a free will. In other words, the ability to choose which one you'll act out. Y'all gonna talk to me. Queen, I tell you, said, man, you were saying something. Yeah, yeah. And Kissy says, yes, seeing, see in. Yes, to see into, to see into something. Yes. Tanika says, love this session. Gratitude, Queen. Let me go up. I'm almost finished with you guys. I'm going to get you out of here because I only asked you for like about 50 to 60 minutes. Okay. Kissy says, that's why when shit is off around me, first place I look is within. Yes, yes. And Osun says truth. All spirits are aspects of self in or influence from others. Yes, Osun. Thank you. Oh, well, we on the day up in here. Y'all, am I missing anybody? Kissy says, well, if you go by what the church says about the devil being evil, but I guess uh, they forgot God created him too and sent him to earth for him to reign. See, my point exactly. My point exactly. My point exactly. Where's all this stuff coming from? From the creators that created everything. It's not coming from us. We didn't create nothing. We didn't created nothing in terms of the energy that causes things to function on a different level. However, we have creative ability and creative power to cause things to manifest that already exist. Fact is that we already know this is fact and can be proven that energy is what? Neither created nor destroyed. So that means that everything is has already been what? Has already been. And we have the ability to do what? Make it manifest. Isn't that something? Listen, are there any more questions, any more statements? I think are we in a safe place to land, family? Is there anything you guys want me to complete it? Finish up on freedom of understanding, self control. I think I really wanted to get us to self control and really understand who we are and the duality of who we are. That your position should be that now what you're doing is developing self control. Have you ever noticed that there are some very powerful people, very intellectual, but they have no self control? And so we tend to do what? Labor them saying, damn, that fool crazy. You know what I'm saying? They're highly intellectual. But what we're actually saying is that they haven't developed what? Temperance. They're not tempered. Right. Right? It means that they're not refined. They haven't come to that space and place within themselves to be able to settle themselves when a situation presents information that they may not readily be able to identify. So that puts you in darkness or puts you in ignorance. And sometimes we act out of that ignorance. And we call that misbehavior, bad behavior, incorrect behavior. Why am I saying this to you? Because it's very important to develop a language where we can articulate to heal one another, to make one another whole, right? And to not confuse. But answering the question that Queen Octavia asked about confused and connection, are they the same? Yeah, same, but while simultaneously being different. One you can easily disconnect from, the other one that takes more work. You're going to have other kinds of tools to be able to separate it. But connectivity simply means you can just push a button, flip a switch, and disconnect. Yes. Yes, indeed. So listen, friend. I've reached that space and place in time. And here's what I want to ask for you, for me, and for us here in the Truth Session. If you gathered in something that touched you in a way that you know, man, I got to donate. I really need to just drop something. And thank you, Principal, for your donation. If it has touched you and it has come to you that, wow, this needs to be supported. Listen, we do need to be supported here in the Truth Session. Of course, you all know that currency is connectivity. It gives you the ability to connect with the energy of those words, right? But if you're here and you can do that, and if you can donate, donate. We're not asking for a specific amount, but if we all just did what it is that we do, then it makes it easier for everyone to give. Here, take dominion. Yeah, take dominion. Take dominion. Take your power. Take your energy. Take that. Thank you, Master Teacher, for your donation. Yes, new growth. The information is pinned. Um, I'll put it back out there for you again. My staff will put it out there. They'll put my Cash App and my PayPal out there for those of you. Okay, like he said, heard. Kizzy says, got me singing that hymn, laugh out loud. Kizzy says, but there's a difference between confused and just being curious about the truth. That's why I got kicked out from the church because I started asking questions. Yes, I know. Yes. Did someone put the donation information out there? And PayPal is the same. PayPal. Right now. Yes, freedom, dominion, power, and energy I release unto you. I connect with you on that. I come into agreement with you on that. And I decree that everything that was spoken will become clear and clear and clear as you listen again. Please let me know if you have donated so we can shout you out. Thank you, Tonika. Tonika, thank you for your donation. Let me know. Let me know. Thank you once again, Prince of Peace. Shout out to our man Hank D in the house today. Shout out to none other than our boy T Swin. You know, podcast. He and J. Shout out to Inspirational Queen. Kizzy. Shout out to Holy Famous. Shout out to shout out to shout out. Yes, I Time today. Listen, as always, like I said to you, I've come to the space, place, and time. And if I didn't get a chance, also, yes, Jumpstart Your Cognition LLC by none other than the master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shape shifter, the code breaker. And so, Howard, yes, we'll get sense. I did some things on my aunt as well. We'll get a chance. We do all of it here, baby. It's all about you. We ain't intimidated by anybody that want to try to make us do what they want us to do. We are not intimidated. We're going to continue to speak the truth as it is revealed unto us as we research it. Okay, family? And we accept your information. That's why we like talking. Right? Talk back. Well, thank you once again. We've reached that space, place, and time where I must say, hold what you got. Muse on it. Cogitate upon it. Ponder on it. Meditate upon it. Govern yourselves accordingly. In the midst of the Prince of Peace,